Is your faith as dry as these bones? This is a brand new 14-day reset from dry to breath to life to movement. And this is the hard-hitting intro. Is your faith as dry as these bones? You still believe, but if you're honest, something feels off. You pray, but it feels like words hitting the ceiling. You read, but nothing seems to stick. You show up, but there's no fire anymore. You're not gone, but you're not alive either. This is the part nobody talks about. Not the moment you walked away from God, but the moment you slowly became dry while still staying, still attending, still posting, still saying the right things, but inside, nothing is moving. There's a moment in the Bible where God takes a man into a valley. Not a valley of struggle, not a valley of confusion, a valley of bones, dry, scattered, completely lifeless, no pulse, no breath, no sign that anything could ever live again. And God asks a question that should shake you. Can those bones live? Not will they, not should they, can they? Because that question isn't about bones, it's about you. Can your faith live again after everything you felt, after everything you lost, everything that slowly went quiet? Here's what most people miss. God didn't ask Ezekiel to fix the bones. He didn't ask him to understand the bones. He didn't ask him to feel something about the bones. He told him to do something that made no sense at all. Speak to them. Speak to something that looked completely dead. That's where most people stop, because you've been waiting to feel something again before you move. But God never told Ezekiel to wait for emotion. He told him to move without it. And here's the truth that might confront you. You didn't lose your faith. You stopped feeding it. You stopped speaking life to it. You started agreeing with the dryness, and slowly, quietly, your faith didn't die. It just became dry bones. But hear this clearly. Dry doesn't mean done. Dry doesn't mean forgotten. And dry doesn't mean rejected. Dry doesn't mean God left. Dry just means you're in a place where only God can bring it back to life. Over the next 14 days, this is not about hype. This is not about emotion. This is not about pretending that you feel something that you don't. This is about speaking when it feels pointless, showing up when it feels empty, and obeying when it feels dry, and trusting when nothing is moving. Because what you can't produce, God still can. You don't bring the breath. You don't create the life. You just stop agreeing with the death. This is your moment, not to feel something first, but to move anyway. Because the same God who stood in the valley is asking you the same question right now. Can this live? And before anything changed, before breath came, before movement returned, Ezekiel gave the only answer, what matters. Lord, you know.